Hey guys, welcome back to another Wasted Wednesdays.
We just took a shot.
So let's get started.
So where do we start?
Well, should we, the elephant in the
Well, okay, go ahead. So, wait, this is
Go ahead.
about...
Yeah.
Okay.
I was like, me, go ahead.
No,
you go ahead.
Okay. So some recent developments in my life. I am starting to go by they, them pronouns. Yay, big exciting. I've been thinking about it for a while. It's something that I've been, like, figuring out basically ever since I shaved my head, but I'm sure the feelings were there before that. But yeah, so I'm gonna go by they, them pronouns now. She, her is still okay. It's not gonna, like, throw me off or anything, but, like, I do prefer they, them. Yeah.
This is a developing story.
It is a developing story. Yeah, like I said, I just recently started, like, letting myself, like, think about it and, like, explore that whole realm of things. And I remember when I first started, like, you know, being like, oh, maybe I'm, you know, I don't exactly feel this way, or I don't fully identify with being a female and all that stuff. I remember, like, one day, like, looking in a mirror and, like, having that thought, and then just being like, nope, don't want to deal with that right now. The answer is no.
Yeah.
Whereas it wasn't like I was being like, no, you don't feel that way. It's more of like no, you're not going to think about that right now. Because this was, like, amidst, like, COVID was just getting started. My anxiety and depression was, like, really bad at that time. And, like, there was just, like, a lot of stuff going on. I'm like,
yeah,
you know what? I'm not going to add this one to the list. I'm like, let's table that until a further date. And that further date is now. So yeah, it's exciting stuff. I feel like I'm happy. Like,
yeah.
It feels good to, like, finally, like, tell people. And it wasn't like I was, like, keeping it a secret because I didn't even know it, like, myself. But, like, you're the first person that I told that, like, that I was like, hey, I think this is something I want to start, you know, going by.
Yeah.
And, like, just saying that, I was like, wow, that feels good. Like, that feels good to say. I felt like I was coming out all over again.
Yeah. Well, I was happy you sent that. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, like I said in this text, like, I'm so proud and it's so exciting. But not to be, like, a know-it-all, but, dude, I was wondering, yes.
Okay, you mentioned that earlier, and
Yes.
I was gonna ask, like, what it was.
It was you and one other person. I was like, one of them's coming out as non-binary.
Okay.
I knew it. I knew it was coming.
You got the sense.
It was coming. But, no, you had either made a TikTok, like, way before the last one you just made about gender.
Okay.
Or you had sent me one, it was something doing with TikTok.
Okay.
And I think it was just, like, something you'd always, like, talked about. And even when, like, I don't know if I kept that part in our edit of when you were shaving your head, but you were even talking about gender then, and, like...
Was I?
Yeah,
I don't even remember that.
You were, like, saying, like, oh, just, like... Yeah, I think, like, you held a lot of your, like, femininity into your hair, and so it was kind of, like, the release of that.
I remember
talking about that.
I remember saying that, but I don't think I ever put it together that, like, that's how, like, I was, like, feeling. Which I'm sure if I, like, dug back, like, far enough, like, I would keep seeing, like, stuff like that.
Yeah.
But, like, I do remember... Really, I think shaving my head was really just, like, forcing me to examine, like, me as a person instead of, like... me as a female, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It was like a weird, like, thing that, I mean, I'm not surprised at it, really, but it was just, I couldn't tell you if there was anything before that I think I just never let myself, like, think about that, or, like, think about
just fair.
that being a possibility.
Those are scary thoughts.
Yeah, and it's, like, it was never something that I was, like, scared of or like felt like shame towards, or like I never and even like with me like coming to terms with like being bi, I never had any of those feelings of like this is wrong or I shouldn't be like, I never had feelings like that. It was always more of like almost like a curiosity thing of like I've never thought about this before, but it's definitely something that I could see myself as, and then also let's explore more of that and let's see what that means. Like okay, like these, like, you know, I'm having these thoughts, like, what does that mean? Like, just kind of stuff like that. And so it was never, like, didn't want to admit it or, like, was scared to admit it or, like, to myself or anything like that. It was just, like, oh, I never thought of it that way. Maybe I need to examine more of myself than I thought I do.
Yeah, yeah.
Which I think everyone can kind of, like...
benefit from.
Yeah, like, and maybe not necessarily going into a whole gender thing, but, like, I don't know, just try to... I try to, look at myself from, like, a third party, and like like with this I was like basically spent the whole day being like, okay, well, if I was outside of myself and, like, I was seeing myself from, like, a third party, how would I feel about someone calling me this, or someone using these pronouns, or referring to me as this, or if I looked like this? I just kind of, like, went outside myself and, like, tried to examine it that way.
Yeah.
And it helped a lot to, like, be like, okay, like, actually, no, I don't feel like that, or I wouldn't be comfortable with that, or I do, like, you know, going by that. Which is also why I haven't told you this, but, well, it's not, like, a big thing. I mean, you already know. But I think I do want to start, like, instead of introducing myself as, like, my other name, just going by Stevie, like, full-time.
Yes.
Full-time job.
Yes. I was wondering about that, too. I think I was going to ask you that. Because we were DMing each other earlier, and I saw, even in your Instagram, it still said Gabby.
Yeah.
I was like, I wonder if they'll change that.
I don't know, and that's something I still need to... It's weird. Okay, so my real name is Gabrielle, but Gabby is the nickname on that.
Yeah.
And I feel more attached to either Gabrielle or Stevie versus Gabby. Like, Gabby never felt like something like that was me.
Yeah.
And so I still haven't decided which one I like going if I like Gabrielle or Stevie better. I think I like Stevie.
I mean, that's my personal
What if I was just
favorite.
like, actually, you can't call me Stevie anymore, call me Gabrielle?
I feel like, yeah, that's
You'd
cool.
be like, I respect you.
I respect your choices. It's not about me.
But no, I mean, I think I do want to start going by Stevie, like, just introducing myself as that. Just because, I mean, it is kind of like one of those things, like, having the name that someone else gave you versus, like, the name that you're giving yourself.
Yeah.
It's a lot more, just a nice segue into...
Yeah, oh yeah.
Oh, I didn't even realize that.
That was really good. We do this all the time. We don't even let the segue happen. We're just like, damn, that was good.
Yeah,
So
I'm just
good.
kind of proud of it.
That was really great. I mean, we don't have to yet unless you're like...
No,
you feel good?
No, because I want to talk about this now.
Okay, cool. So,
I would like to talk about it.
well, I guess, yeah, like, you'll probably be feeling aspects of it, too. In a different way, though.
Yeah.
So, I don't want to say how this came about. It's just something that happens a lot, because how it came about, a person was very nice, and I don't want to drag them or anything, but it is something that happens a lot when I'm getting to know somebody, or I just meet somebody, or even people I've known for a little bit.
Yeah.
Everybody always wants to be like, what's your real name? And that really bothers me a lot, because have I said this on a podcast? I don't know, but I feel like it feels very invalidating, and I mean, like, I'm pretty comfortable in my identity as a woman. I've thought about it. I'm like, oh, do I?
Yeah.
Like, because, like, I mean, I just think all gender norms should be demolished, and I personally don't believe in that.
That too, backtrack to kind of, I'm like, bro, gender isn't real.
It's stupid.
It's, like, the same thing, like, when I was, like, coming to terms with, like, being bi, I was, like, at the time, like, I needed a label, but now that I'm, like, I don't know, older and more experienced, not experienced, but, like, I've experienced the world more, and, like, all that stuff, I'm like, bro, like, sure, like, technically I'm, you know, probably bi or whatever, but, like, I like who I like. It's not real. I don't need labels.
Exactly. I say bi and queer. Like, but yeah, like, I may have thought about it, but, like, honestly, like, I'm pretty good in my femininity, and, like, I mean, not that applies to gender or anything, but, like, I feel good as a woman identifying as so, and, like, I thought about it, I'm like, maybe do I want to change my pronouns? And, like, maybe I will in the future, but I feel like that's something you just know, and I don't have that feeling, and I've never had that feeling, you know? And, like, with liking girls, I can look back in my childhood and be like, oh, you know? But I can't, like...
That's what that was.
Right? But I can't, like, look back in my childhood with gender.
Yeah.
You know? And, like, I just think even if I did change my pronouns, which if I did, I'd probably be like they, them, too. Yeah. But I feel like such an imposter. Like, I just know I'm not non-binary, you know? Like, I would feel like I'm overstepping. That's not even, like... my identity, that's not my...
Well, because, like, there's a difference in being comfortable with, like, using any pronoun and then being, like, specifically uncomfortable with this. You know? And which is just something to point out.
Yeah. So, like, I just know, like, she, hers, where it's at for me. But, so, like, I hate back to my name. Like, I like Chip. I go by Chip. That's who I feel I am. You know, like, that is my identity. Sure, my government name, my real name... I don't mind it. Like, obviously, my family calls me that. Like, the childhood friends I've known forever still call me that. Like, whatever, it's not a big deal. But, like, that doesn't feel like me, and it's never really felt like that name has really been me, you know? Like, I've never felt like, I mean, because, like, I'm not going to say it, you don't get to know it. But,
that's what everyone listening, they're like, what is it?
But, like, tell me. But, like, it is one of those names that, like, it definitely has a stereotype to it, and I've never felt a part of that or upheld it. And, like, I mean, not that I want to, it's kind of a negative stereotype, I guess, but, like, everybody's like, all the basic white names, like, what could it be?
But see, the thing is, like, to anyone, like, listening that's, like, going through it, like, that's the point, like, it doesn't matter, like, it shouldn't, because, like, because that's not you, like, you're Chip.
And it's never felt like me, you know, and, like, fun fact, my nickname Chip, my mom actually did give it to me. I did tell her I wanted to legally change my name, and she said I can't. You know what, I'll respect that, because she gave me both of them, so it's still a nickname, but, like, I mean, like, government-wise, but I've really tried to, like, oh, wait, I want to say real quick, pause, my sister today is helping out, she's our producer, the lovely Ashby, she's the one who got the cool name, so there is that.
It's also kind of a guy's name as well.
Yeah, I've noticed that, or it's a last name. I see that a lot, too.
I never thought Ashby was a guy's name.
There's Ashby the movie about a guy.
Oh, yeah. Never heard of it. Oh, yeah, that, he plays a mob guy a lot who's in it, and then that guy from, he's been in, like, the adaptation Don Green books. That guy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so she got the cool name. She's helping out today, blah, blah, blah. Anyways. But, yeah, so, like, I don't know. And even when... Oh, you're fine. It's good. She kicked the light. But, like, when people... right? When people ask me, like, oh, what's your real name? Like, I mean, I do kind of have, like, many identity crises because, like... And I've thought about it a lot. Like, I feel existential when I think of my real name.
Well, even referring it to you as real name is, like, it's invalidating because, like, like, to me, like, your real name is Chip, you know?
And then that's what's frustrating is, so after I tell people it, they're like, oh, but I like it. I think it suits you. Oh, I think it's pretty. And then they'll try and be slick and call me it. And that really upsets me a lot because, like, again, like, I told you my name's Chip. I told you that's what I prefer to go by. Why are you invalidating that? Like, that's who I am. And, like, it's taken a lot of courage for me to even introduce myself as that, to even go to Starbucks and be like, my name is Chip. Yeah. And most of the time people are like, huh? Or some people are like, yeah, okay. And I'm like, wow, I'm not the weirdest name you've heard. But I'll be like potato chip.
I also don't think Chip is a weird name.
No, I mean, actually, it's kind of to my benefit sometimes because most of the time people think I'm a guy.
Yeah.
And so then it really throws them off when I'm like me. And I'm like, hey. Like, when I worked at Jenny's, I had a coworker who was like, I thought you were about to be a grown-ass man coming in as Chip, and I was about to hate you. Chip
does remind me as, like a 50-year-old man. Like,
no, name. Literally. Or, like, some, like, really, like, 20-year-old, like, hick. You know, like, it really, like, fits me. I love it. I love it so much, and it feels so endearing when, like, my really close friends or, you know, like, my partner calls me Chipper. Like, oh my god, people say it in the most endearing way when they say it, and, like, it just means so much to me. I noticed one of our teammates
always calls you Chipper, and I love that.
And she says it so sweet. Like, so, like, I don't know, I just like that. And even when I was, like, people would joke around and try to call me, like, nicknames with my government name, like, it just never felt right. It never felt like me. I just didn't like it. So, yeah, so it's, like, been a whole process for me. But then it always makes me think about, like, I'm only getting a fraction of the trans experience, and I just think it's fucked up that, like, I'm just going by a nickname. Like, when I give you people my resume, it's in quotations, trying to tell people this is what I want to be called, but I can't even imagine what, like, people are trans, who are trans, like, what that feels like and what they're going through, because, like, I mean, people, like you were saying earlier, like, invalidating somebody and calling them by their dead name, you know, because, like, I wouldn't call it my dead name. That's not what it is. Yeah. But, like, you're sending somebody in a spiral. Like, you're fucking somebody up mentally. And so I'm only getting, like, a fraction of that. Like, I just feel like, oh, man, that sucks. Like, I wish you wouldn't call me that. I'm not, like, going into, like, you know? Like, and I just think it's fucked up. Like, every time I rant about it, I always say, I hope you're not doing the same to trans people. Yeah. Because, like, that is just so...
Well, because, like, even for me, like, calling, like, Chip, like, your nickname, that, like, a nickname for me, like, that's not a nickname. Like, a nickname, like, Gabby's a nickname, you know? Yeah. Chip is your name. Yeah. Like, and that's...
Straight up.
Period. And that's kind of, like, if that is, like... I don't know, how, like you said, there's people who, like, are like, well, what's your government name? Like, you know.
What's your real name?
Yeah, what's your real name? And that, if this type of people are still treating, like, trans people that same way, that's far more than just, like, quote-unquote, a nickname. Like, that's when they're applying for jobs on, like, with resumes and stuff, whether or not, like, if they've had their name, like, legally changed and they have to show a driver's license, that's a whole, like, that's a whole thing that I can't even, like, imagine. Yeah. You know? So it's, like, it's fucked up.
Yeah. And so, yeah, like, I don't know, it's just, like, somebody says, hey, call me this, call them that.
Yeah. Don't question it. Don't be like, okay, but, like, what's your real name? Yeah. Because as far as, like, that's concerned, that is their real name.
Yeah. So, like, why are you being a dick? Like, why are you being so, I hate it. Yeah. It makes me so annoyed. I think about all this every time somebody's like, what's your real name? I'm like, shut up.
Well, shut also, up. Like, calling it, like, a nickname or whatever is, like, it also, at least for me, it carries a certain, like, I don't know, like, you're playing pretend, and, like, you're, like, it's, like, I don't know, like, a childish, like, thing, and I'm like, okay, like, sure, like, Gabby, like, that was a childhood nickname, that's what, like, my childhood friends, like, call me, but, like, it's not, like, you know, it's not like you're dressing up and pretending to be this character, it's, like, that's who you are.
Yeah, that is me. So, yeah, it just, like, really fucks me up. But, I do want to say, further on names, though, because you were, I almost dropped my drink. Or knocked it over, not dropped it. That's fair. Movie phone. Valid. I was going to say, and I was talking about this with my therapist. And we talked about it, but you mentioned something earlier. So, I did want to say.
Let's circle back to that.
More on names, though. I do want to say just, like, a fun, quirky thing, and this kind of segues into something else. One thing that I do really love about roller derby is, like, so we do have, like, your skate name. Yeah. And over the years of playing derby, what I've really noticed is, like, even sometimes, like, the silliest names you hear, because especially when it's kids, you hear some silly ones, but it's cute, you know? But I really see people, like, becoming that persona. Like, it doesn't even matter if, like, I mean, you could have, like, one name. Everybody has this, like, derby persona, like, I mean, my derby name is the name I tell everybody to call me, was just Chipper. Like, what is that? There's not, like, a person that I'm making a nickname off of, but I see everybody become that person. So, at first, it's your alternate identity. It's, like, your superhero self, you know? You're being Superman or whatever. But, like, I see gradually people just becoming that name and becoming that person, because that's who they always were, and they just, like, are finally in a community where it's like, be that person, love that person, you are that person. And that's what I think always keeps me in derby and gravitating towards it, because it's just that, like, community and the sport itself. Like, we were talking about this, like, I love how many of my teammates I'm seeing now go by their skate names. Like, that's their name now. Or I had one of our teammates was over the other night, and she's like, I actually am considering legally changing my name to that. And I said, yes!
It's, in a way, it feels like, at least, like, for me, I joined derby about...
Oh my god, like, is it 2 years?
It's almost 2 years. Wait, it's like a year and a half. I know. So I started playing derby about a year and a half ago, and in a way, like this whole thing kind of feels like yeah, sure, like maybe it was just a couple months ago when I started like allowing my thoughts to like go to like towards gender and stuff. But in a way, like ever since like I was able to like give myself the name of Stevie and like you said, like start having that, like at first it's like a alter identity and like that's how it starts, and slowly it starts like carrying over and you realizing like, you know, who you really are, because, like, this alter ego, it's, like, it's not like anyone's telling you, like, hey, like, you have to be, like, hardcore, you have to be this way, or you have to do this. It's, like, it's nothing like that. It's, like, hey, you have the chance to basically create the person that you've always wanted to be, and you have the space to do it and the people to support you, so go for it.
We're literally just asking for confidence.
Yeah.
Confidence, because confidence can take you a long way. Like, the juniors motto used to be confident. I'm confident on my skates. Like, you don't even have to be good, but are you? Yeah, my sister's screaming it. You don't have to be good, but if you're confident on them, you can do anything. Yeah. You know, and like Whip It, which is like our holy grail. Nothing like the derby we play, but it's our holy grail.
It's amazing.
The most memorable quote from it is "Be your own hero," and like that's literally derby, and so. I just be thinking about that. And you know what else I'd be thinking about? Because I was thinking about our teammates, and I was thinking about you and your coming out. But the one positive thing I'll say about quarantine, I tweeted this.
That was fucking funny.
I did tweet this. Is just seeing, like, all of my friends.
I've known, like, 3 people that have come out as non-binary.
Like, everybody is coming into their gender identities, and I'm really loving it. And, like, sometimes people announce it, and sometimes people just, like, change their profile and put their pronouns
I'd be looking out.
I'm like, wait!
Because I mean, like, you know, like, there's certain people I'll be like, I got a feeling about you, and then like I check back into their profile every now and then when I finally see that, I'm like, hey.
I love it, and like I just love my babies. Like, look at them coming out. Like, it just makes me really happy for people that, like, I mean, like, quarantine's rough, and like, you know, if you deal with any type of mental illnesses or you were already having a hard time in life, like, this doesn't make it easier. Mm-mm. But I do like that people have created like positives out of it. Like, they've even these hard to deal with thoughts or not bad thoughts, but you know, like, thoughts. Yeah, like, they've allowed that to become something positive, and like they're like using this time to really like evaluate themselves and be like, wait, you know what?
Actually, maybe I do think this. It's like pros of quarantine, I be thinking a lot. Cons, I be thinking a lot. I just be thinking.
I be coming into my gender identity.
Yes.
So, like, I love it.
Yeah.
I think it's great.
Yeah.
So, I'm very happy for everybody. And to all you other babies out there, like, congratulations.
Yeah.
It's so exciting.
I will say the more I say it, like, out loud, and the more, like, I tell people. Because, I texted some friends earlier, because I'm like, I mean, I already changed, like, my pronouns and stuff in, like, my bio, whatever. But I texted them, because it's, like, you know, like, obviously, like, your core friends, you should reach out and, like, let them know. So I did. And then even that, I was like, I mean, I had no... I wasn't worried, obviously, if, you know, about them, about how they would react. But it was like, the more I say it, the more real it feels. Because at first, like, when I first started thinking about it, it was definitely something where I was like, I don't feel like, like, I feel like I'm not the right, you know, just not necessarily meant for that. But I was like, I feel like I'm not, you know, real enough for that. But then obviously, you know, the more I think, and it's like, no, I think blah, blah, blah. And then it starts going from, like, I think to I am, and then, like, I'm sure. And so the more I share it, and the more people I tell, the more I'm, like, it's, like, affirmations of, like, you know, like, that's, like, this is it.
Yeah. I love that. I love to hear it. I love to see it. I think it's funny that you said that you should tell them. If you're watching this right now, you'll know who you are. I had a friend of mine, really good friend. Didn't tell anybody because that's how low-key they are, that they were non-binary. You know who I'm talking about. You probably know who I'm talking about. And then all I saw was their Finsta bio had changed their pronouns. And I said...
who?
I'm calling them out. Hale, if you're watching this, you little Scorpio. And, you're mouthing their name. Just change their Finsta bio. That was it.
That's fucking funny.
And I was like...
See, I'm, like, low-key, but, like, not that low-key. Like, respect, dude.
I know. I texted them. I think I waited a little bit. I was like, oh, maybe they'll tell me. Yeah. And I was like, And so they didn't. And so I texted them. I was like, hey,
I kind of saw this.
Right.
It's like, do you want to talk about this?
No, we're so chill. It was literally just like, hey, like, that's awesome. I respect you. I love you. And they were like, cool. But it's funny. Their husband, yes, they're married. They're cute. But their husband, definitely, he's a little cis white man, you know. So it was definitely an adjustment for him to, like, get used to calling them they, them. Yeah. And so every time he fucked up, he had to send them $1. Yeah. Every time. Amazing. They'd be like, you owe me $5. And I think that is so funny. I was actually talking to somebody who, we were doing a project for our film class, and I ended up being the interviewer, and I was just interviewing people about their gender and sexuality, because that was the segment we chose for the class.
You have a very comfortable look about you.
Thank you.
Like, do you want to be honest and talk about your gender and sexual identity? Hi.
Hi,
my name is Chip.
I mean, the things people do be telling me, like, strangers.
It's like, just like, it's the dyed hair, it's the tattoos, it's the septum piercing.
Tell me everything. Like, you want to be you? Hang around babes, we'll get random tattoos.
Yeah. I swear, it's like a month hanging around her, it's like, you'll come to terms. You'll end up with dyed hair, tattoos, and coming to terms.
Oh, thanks.
Well, I got my first, like, big tattoo after a month of living together. I mean, I dyed my hair about 3 months later.
It's
the Chip Effect. Title of the podcast, The Chip Effect.
boast, but I do have a track record, I guess.
Yeah.
No, there was one time, it was, like, the first time the team, like, it was, like, in our early days, our team, like, we had a sleepover, because there was 8 of us, so, like, there was enough people to sleep over.
Yeah.
And the next day, I was like, y'all want to get tattoos? And so we all got, well, not everybody, but, like,
yeah.
It was a big trip to a tattoo shop, so I thought that was...
You walk in, you're like, hi, I'm here again.
I know, because I went to my regular spot, and I was like, I brought more friends, what was I even saying? I can't even remember. Oh yeah, well I was just talking to them, and they actually were like I was interviewing the people in my group, and one of them was like, oh, actually I think I am non-binary, and I was like on camera like, whoa, like, should we cut the cameras?
Developing story.
I know, I was like, should we cut the cameras? Because, like, I didn't want to, like, out them or anything, you know, and, like, I felt awkward because, like, they hadn't said anything to us before, and I was like, oh, like, what's your pronoun?
Yeah.
Like, what should I be calling you?
Yeah.
But we had actually a really good conversation. I told him the same story about charging $1 every time.
I mean, I think that's great. That's the most effective way to get people to call you the right pronouns.
Give me your money. Because who wants to give up money after a while? You're like, no, I will get it right.
Right.
I mean, yeah, but
it's like the gender equivalent of the douche jar.
The misgender jar.
Wait.
That'd be kind of smart.
That's kind of, listen up. I'm gonna patent that idea.
You gotta put the misgendered jar every time whoever you're living with accidentally misgenders you.
Yeah.
You gotta put something in the jar.
It's like not, it doesn't even have to be money, just something of equal value. Like, I don't know, let's say
I don't know, just like another piece of your soul.
Yeah. It's like I found a cool rock. I value it a lot, but here you go.
Yeah. No, I like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, listen up.
Listen, we got an idea. Any investors out there listening?
We should make a TikTok about it. I think that would blow up.
Yeah.
Just the misgender
I'll work
jar.
on it.
Sorry, now I got the burps again.
Yeah.
Y'all know how it goes. But
God, also side note, I'm almost done. So I have wine in here. I'm almost done with this. Bro, almost the entire bottle, like, fit in here.
Why do wine bottles look so big and yet they hold so little?
Is it the wine bottles look big or look small, or the mugs are deceptively big? Like, this doesn't look that big. But, like which is it?
Well, because, like, that wine bottle is easily 2 mugs. Like, that's crazy.
Oh, I would say easily a mug and a half. The only reason I didn't fill it up all the way is because I didn't want to drink an entire bottle of wine right now. I could have filled more up.
Could have. I like the boast there. You're like, I could have
done it, and I'll do it again.
Dude, I don't know. I don't think my brain can compute that. I suddenly am like, I can't.
I know. I confused you. It's like when you show a dog their reflection.
No, literally, like the power off. Like, you ever hear a computer power off? That was my brain.
Like the Windows closing sound.
No, literally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't have a concept of anything.
What is?
What is? I saw a TikTok the other day that was like, it's like, I just want to know what happens in your brain when you see 27 plus 48.
Alright, moving on.
I said, my brain doesn't.
I mean, I see them added together, but side by side.
Well, then I was reading the comments and people are like, yeah, but 27 plus 3 is 30, and then just add 30 to...
I can't do that mess. No.
Genuinely, my face when I try...
If I could get my sister's face right now.
My face when I try and do math is like... Wait, let me see. Okay, so I'm going to actually try and do it. That was me, actually. And that was just me imagining the number 27. Man, if you're listening, you're missing out on some masterpieces right here.
Okay, but I've been doing math a lot when I'm at work for whatever reason.
We gotta do math?
I think about money. I'm doing money math though. So that's a little...
Okay, money math is different. Give me like 5 minutes, I can figure that out.
But tell me why I was stressing about how I'm gonna make money next semester. Not this semester where I'm balling.
Yeah.
Next semester.
Well, you just save.
I know, but I'm thinking about, like, jobs and stuff. Because, like, if we're in class in person, then I'm not going to keep our internship. Ooh, I'll get back to that. I'm not going to keep that. Oh, yeah, she just got hired at my internship. So I'm not going to keep that. But, like, I don't know. I'll probably just, like, keep my other job, which is fine. I make good money.
That's a whole... What,
I know, but I was,
September,
like, stressing out, dude.
September, October?
That's how far I think ahead.
That's a whole 3 months away. Oh, my God, that's only 3 months.
Dude, shut up.
Next subject. Moving on.
But I've almost met, and I've never come this close. This close to my savings goal. So that means I can do all these trips that, if the world is normal and I can, next summer, I've been talking about this, I know. But then I get greedy because that's how money works. And I was like,
I gotta keep making more.
I know. Yeah. It's crazy. Yeah. And I'm feeling really greedy about it, but I need to not, like, check myself. One, I got the Eat to Rich tattoo, that's how I...
Stay humble.
That's... No, literally. But also, like, when I do make my big boy paychecks from the internship, I always donate it, or I donate something. And, like, also, mind you, to everybody who's being a little dick, and you're donating less than $10 just to look good on Venmo, fuck you. $10 can make a difference, but, like... If you can, $20 and up. Like, that makes a difference in somebody's life. Please remember to be donating directly to people. I feel like that does it. No, I don't feel like it. It does do a lot more. And if you can afford it, like I can right now, ball big. Like, drop a little something for people and help them out. Like, that's... And not to be like, that's what I do, but, like, that's how I keep myself in check. Like, I'm not trying to get all greedy. And I'm not even making money. Like, I'm not even making...
Well, that's what the normal
adult does.
The people who donate the most are, like, the people who make the least, which is, like,
team
capitalism. Me, everything. Capitalism.
I mean, but yes.
That's what it is.
That's what it is.
Call it what it is. Capitalism, baby.
Yep. But tell me why. I want to sell my soul to the corporate world because I like things and I get things from the corporate
Listen,
world.
Okay, I'm a Taurus. I'm materialistic. I acknowledge it.
We are living in a material world. Like, I felt that.
Yeah.
Thank you, Madonna.
Thank you, Madonna. Well. Who did she rip off to get that one?
Anyway,
there, I said it.
It's been said. There's gonna be like 40-year-olds in the comment like, how dare you disrespect?
Actually, Madonna created the entire pop industry. Blah, blah, blah. You know what I say to that?
Grace Jones. Anyways. So we got Postmates earlier,
and we're like, fuck capitalism. But anyway, our Postmates.
And like we have food at whatever. And so
okay, no, we have rice, tofu, and peppers.
Another rice bowl!
I can only have so many rice bowls a week.
I know, I'm like wearing myself thin. I remember my boyfriend who's vegan was saying, he was like, I can't make another poke bowl this week. And now I get it. I feel it.
I can't do it.
It's the only thing I can really make now.
Listen, it's so easy. It's so easy to make.
And you feel so good about yourself.
Yeah.
You're like, yes.
Especially now we got that yum yum sauce.
Oh.
Just that bitch on top.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Anyways, we got our Postmates at the door, though. And so the girl's handing it to us. And there's these two big-ass boxes stacked
like
onto each
huge boxes. And she's like, Stevie, did you order something? And I'm like... or you're like, Stevie, what did you get? Yeah. And I thought she was talking about our Postmates. And I was like, I just got some tacos and chips.
I said, did you get 2 big boxes? And you're like, no, I just got...
Yeah, well, also because, okay, so she paid for it, so I was like, no, I just got some tacos.
No, there's 2 bags, and I look, and my name's on it, and it's like, yeah, it's my name, and I'm thinking, well,
I can't express, these are big boxes.
And I'm thinking, like, what, I got a textbook on the way, and
you're like, but it wouldn't.
And a little case for my AirPods. Yeah, and I was like, Amazon. I know, I got Amazon. I know.
Show me an alternative and I'll shop from them. And for the people who say just buy directly from the source, it's so expensive and it doesn't get here as fast. And some things, I literally do not buy Amazon unless it's like I need something here immediately and it's like a specific thing.
Yeah, or I go on a spending spree. I'll be honest. Like, I look, I think I saw a post that was like, you can hold them accountable and still, like, Amazon targets college students. We're targeted. Our textbooks are on there. Yeah. Okay, so I got Amazon. Okay. But, like, I was like, no, they didn't send me a notification. So yeah. Can't be. And I'm a film student. Amazon Prime got some shit on there. It's actually funny how Amazon Prime will be kind of meta about how fucked up capitalism is, and they're all on Amazon Prime.
Really?
Yeah, like The Boys is almost a direct comment on that.
Oh, yeah.
And it's... Anyway.
Also, side note, watch The Boys. That show's crazy.
Bro, this next season.
I'm so excited to watch it. I haven't watched it yet. Bro. I think tonight I'm feeling it.
I'm caught up.
Yeah.
The deep... Anyways, 2 big boxes out there, and I'm thinking, what did I buy? Like, I don't know. And so then we each take a box and we're like cutting it open. Yeah. Oh my gosh, so the corporation I work for sent me a picnic basket. And like...
The crumbs.
And I'll take it. Mm-hmm. Dude, I almost did...
Listen, I love free shit. I love free shit.
Give it to me. The only reason I almost didn't quit Jenny's is because they gave me a water bottle one time.
Which you still use to this day.
It's so nice. And
it's very cute.
It is. And then I even got a shirt when the Tyler, the Creator ice cream came out. Like, I bet I could sell that shirt. If you're willing to pay me more than $50 for that shirt, I'll give it to you. It's kind of a flex. It's a flex.
Yeah.
Anyways. But, looking at you golf wings out there. But, actually, sorry. I actually did have a golf wing shirt I got from Wisconsin. I know. But I swear this girl stole it from me. If you're watching, I want my fucking shirt back.
Who?
Yeah. I'm not gonna say. No, I think she might have the same shirt, though. I don't know if she actually took it. But then, I'm trying to remember, like, when did she have it? But I think she did take it from me.
Who?
Oh, I think I know.
I probably don't even know
roller derby while we were in high school and your number is 333. I think you have my shirt. You know who it is. Just think about it. Just look. Yeah. So anyways, I know, little breadcrumbs, but sometimes corporate world, I get how they suck people in. Yeah. You get benefits, you get paid holidays, like that's, I mean, well, I don't know if all corporations do that, like office jobs, but mine does. And I do be hearing, I hope nobody watches this. Actually, I do have one coworker who watches this. But you know what? We have like a white CEO. I hear him listening to these speeches and stuff. Because I'll take my AirPod out.
You're like,
what's he listening to? The door is open, but it sounds inclusive. Yeah. It doesn't sound like Trump propaganda. Yeah. You know, like I mean, it's a pretty good place. But you know, it isn't where I see the rest of my life. But I get it. Yeah. And like I get like I even want to be there like in my adult life post college because it is comfortable and it's safe. You know? Like I mean you're provided for. That I am about to knock this over again. And so I get it. Like I get it. Yeah. I totally get it.
I don't think I've ever worked for a corporation.
Girl.
I've always worked for, like, either, like, mom and pop shops or, like, small businesses.
Yeah. Well, that's another reason why I didn't like Jenny's is because, like, the moment I did work for, like that, I was like, ooh. Yeah. I didn't like it. And plus, I was getting paid minimum wage. I'll say it again. I know I said it before, but, like, fuck that. Like, come on. Don't act like you're an SJW when you can't even pay me minimum or more than minimum wage. Yeah. Like, fuck that. But, this office job, bro, just do like.
I'm excited.
It's
I'm supposed to. I don't know if we said this or not, but I'm supposed to start there next week. Yeah. I'm excited.
I think we're gonna sit right next to each other. I literally.
Exciting.
We can watch True Blood together.
Yes. Wait. It's so funny. We went from like working together like basically all the time, and we're like, that's cool, whatever. Then we we took a little break. Yeah. And like I'm like, oh god, I feel like I don't see you anymore. Which really, I feel like I don't see you a lot anymore. And now we're like, actually, we can fix that.
We are now working together.
Yes.
Look, I'm looking forward to
We are once again working together.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm looking forward to Mondays, because that's my full days there.
Okay.
And not taking Marta.
I work Monday, Wednesday, Friday.
I mean, I'll ride with you in the morning, but then I leave in the middle of the day to go to my other job. Y'all, I can't wait. Well, by the time this is posted, I can't wait for Wednesday because... I mean, when this will be posted on time, we'll see.
I have schoolwork.
No. Last week was the only time it's been because it's always me. It's always me. So I'm not impressed.
I had so much work last week, and then I get scheduled at night. Even though I have full availability, they only schedule me at nights, which is so dumb. Anyway, I got
a seniority card.
Yeah, I know. But I got scheduled like almost every night last week, and then I had so much work. Yeah. And I was just tired.
No. If anybody needs to be apologizing for late, it's me. But I'm excited because I'm finally getting my hair done.
Yeah.
Y'all, I'm.
So what are you doing with your hair this time?
They'll wait to see. Okay. I'm not gonna spoil
it.
I'm not gonna spoil it. But I'm pretty excited. And this week already feels like it's flying by because Monday's off. So like
today's Monday. Wow.
Yeah. Right.
Wow.
Yeah. But it's Wednesday when you're watching it.
Do do do.
Before we get to our last two-ish topics, I did want to real quick say, so Lovecraft Country.
Let me put my drink down for that one. Wow.
This past episode,
girl, you have once again done it. Constantly raising the standard.
Misha Green, I think that's how you say her first name. If you're watching this,
if you're watching our 5 listener podcast,
Misha Green, I love you. What you're doing with this show, you're crushing it. Oh my God, she's killing it.
This week specifically. Okay. So again, we're not going to spoil anything, but like I think we can talk about like the topics and the theme, like the overall like theme of it.
Yeah, come on, there's previews.
Yeah,
there's previews to the show.
Yeah. So basically, the overall thing is kind of like a journey. Well, I think that we noticed. I think this episode was that how kind of at the beginning they show a.
And if you've already noticed this, sorry, we just caught on.
Okay.
But
Yeah. Not all of us are like TV sleuths, but at the beginning of the episode, they kind of show. Like a book which theme is going to be carried on into the rest of the episode. So this was the first week that we noticed it, and they showed the book Journey to the Center of the Earth, and it was very much that like nostalgic
Indiana Jones,
Indian
Goonies.
Like that kind of like treasure hunt vibe of you're in like a little team and you're exploring, and it's even like with the water and the like and the stuff like that.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
It's just so good, and I love.
We were so excited watching it. And we were like hyped up.
Okay, so we weren't together to watch it. She was dog sitting, but we FaceTimed each other and we watched it, which honestly I loved that.
It was fun.
Yeah.
You had your camera positioned right to the side, like I was literally sitting next to you. I was like, that's hilarious.
Yeah. But it was so good, and it's fun, and each episode has like a different thing. Like, I think it was like 2 weeks ago. I think it was was it last week or 2 weeks ago? It was like that horror.
Yeah, that was like last week.
Oh yeah, so last week it was like that really scary like murder, like ghost.
Jordan Peele kind of came out.
Yeah,
there.
Jordan Peele popped off episode. He said, my impact.
Do you mind?
Y'all mind if I do some horror?
Do you mind if I just like throw some ideas in?
Yeah. And so each like the first episode is that very much like monster hunt type situation. What was the second episode?
Wizards.
Oh yeah, the wizards. The second episode was like wizard. Third was like the horror. This was like treasure hunt.
Yeah.
And it's so much fun. It's so much fun to watch.
It is also so stressful.
Oh my God, yeah. I'm
racist and monsters.
God damn it, yeah.
And I think they know how to build up the suspense. Like we were yelling last night.
Yeah.
We literally were like,
no.
Oh my God. We're like
what
sitting
are you
here doing? Like this, like we're literally hands over
when
the
I
mouth,
get
just, like,
when I get tense, I do that.
It was so suspenseful.
Yeah, but it was so good, and honestly, I couldn't tell you what's gonna happen next. Yeah, which I love. I love not being able to know. Especially, it's been a long time since I've watched a show live.
Yeah,
I normally just like at this point just binge watch shows, or like all the good shows are kind of like already out, you know. Yeah. But it's so much fun just to watch it week by week and just not know what's going on.
Yeah. So again, for the 4th week in a row, if you have not watched Lovecraft Country,
watch it.
Do it.
Like, I don't get like why, like what do you have to lose?
Except a really good time.
Yeah.
It is so good.
It is so good.
Have you started watching it, Ashby?
I have. I need to finish it though.
Okay.
Yeah. I thought Mom said that. Yeah. Oh, yeah, Mom and I were talking about it. Mom was like getting sick. She's like,
did y'all's mom watch it?
Yeah.
Okay.
But y'all have only seen the 2nd episode, right?
Yeah, I think I fell asleep because it was late, but...
That's fair.
Yeah. I will say, 2nd episode was a little... Well, no, it was still really good.
Okay,
it's that bit at the end.
I definitely did finish that.
Yeah.
The whole...
Yeah, I feel like each episode goes by, like, faster and faster.
Yeah.
Like, the first episode, I was like, God damn, like, it was really good, but I was like, it feels like an hour and a half.
They put so much into that.
Yeah. And then now I'm like, what do you mean it's already been an hour? I swear that was like 30 minutes.
Right? Yeah, I got one of my coworkers into watching it, and I'll be like, have you seen it? And
anyone that I talk to, I'm like, have you watched it yet? Have you watched it? You should watch it.
You should watch it.
It's really, really good.
So yes, so our final topic, what are we at? Oh, okay.
Oh my god.
We're like killing it. Like are we getting good at this? Episode 15.
Also, in my mind, when you get drunk and you lose perception of time,
yeah.
it's like that. I'm a little drunk.
Okay, but that's how I feel when I'm high. I'm always like, wow.
Okay. Being high and losing track of time is a universal thing. Like, I feel like maybe not everyone gets drunk and, like, is like, what do you mean, whatever. But being high, I swear, it's like 2 minutes feels like an hour.
Facts.
I remember one time I was smoking with a friend, and we were sitting out back, and she had come over, like, it was like 11, and, like, you know, we smoked a little bit, whatever, and then we just hung out talking, and she's like, well, I probably should get going, like, it's probably getting kind of late. I look at the time, it was 11:30.
That's literally what it's like. You're like,
I thought it was like 2 a.m. I swear. Like, our conversation, I swear, it was like hours. But in reality, it's probably like, yeah, I don't know. It's fucking funny.
That's literally how it is.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Anyways,
our last topic.
Okay, so I know I said I wanted to see more celebrities get COVID, but I didn't mean Robert Pattinson. Like, come on.
Listen, have we not suffered enough? Okay, also, I'm kind of going through my Twilight 2.0 phase.
I think a lot. You know what? I see a lot of babies going through that right now.
A call out? Maybe so.
To the non-binary?
Listen, okay, it's like I retract that statement. I went through my Twilight 2.0 phase. Now I'm kind of going through my Harry Potter phase again. Oh. But I haven't told you about that yet.
I haven't seen it.
This is like in the past like 4 days, which you've been gone.
I feel like whenever I'm gone, you're always like, anyways, new development.
Breaking news.
There's always something. I'm like, oh god.
You're like, oh god, when am I going to come back? But you see, Robert Pattinson, he was in the Goblet of Fire in Harry Potter, so it all connects.
You don't forget that.
Cedric Diggory. Anyway, what was I gonna say? So Robert Pattinson, very much been back on that lately. Heartbreaking, tragic. Not to say that at the end of it, yes, he's a celebrity, and I'm sure he'll be fine. He can obviously afford to pay for, and care and all that stuff.
And to be fair, he was at the MTV Awards or VMAs or whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever the fuck it was.
It was the VM. Actually, I don't know what it was.
But, like, makes sense.
Yeah, not surprised. Disappointed, but not surprised. But anyway, Robert Pattinson, if you're watching this, hi.
Did he have a girlfriend?
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, who's he dating? Last time it was,
He dated FK Twigs, right?
Yeah, but they're not dating anymore.
Yeah, but now he's dating, something about... I just remember I think it was an interview or something. He said that he smelled like crayons. I think the interview was like, how could you describe like your smell or something like that? He's like, I smell like old crayons. Who's he dating?
Suki Waterhouse.
Huh?
Yeah, you've seen her. Hold on.
Sorry, right now I'm thinking of Suki Stackhouse.
Are you familiar
with that?
Yeah,
it's a little True Blood reference if got any fans listening.
Okay, she's never really been like the main character. But you've seen her. She was in Assassination Nation.
Oh, definitely. They're dating?
Yeah,
it's kind of hot.
Well, she took his GQ photos. Oh, you want to see? You've seen her. Hold on.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
She's always been like a side character, apparently she was in the Detective Pokemon movies.
Right, okay.
God, he looks so crusty in this photo. I still bang it. Bang it.
God,
it's like the cargo shorts and the flip flops and the Hawaiian shirt, but like it's hot.
Yeah,
I'm just a whore for Robert Pattinson.
Maybe I like a project.
It's how fucking weird he is. Like just reading about all the shit that like.
Same with Shia LaBeouf.
Yeah, it's like
that energy.
It's like him, Shia LaBeouf, and there's like one. Who's the other person that's like? I'll think of it later. I can't remember. But, like, they're just on that level of, like, I guess, like, having gone through, like, being famous and, like, gone through Hollywood and stuff and just being so over it.
And, like, just the worst handed to you when you're meant so much.
Yeah. God, who's... I can't think of it now. Yeah. It was, like, another guy that had that same energy.
Yeah. I don't know. I can't think of it. Well, Casey Frey, but he's not, like, an
actor.
Well, I think he's gonna be in
something.
What is he gonna be in?
We were talking about something the other day, and we're like, how does he getting money.
Yeah,
you know?
he'll just like check in every now and then, blow up on the internet, and that's really it.
But now he's gonna be in some movie.
I said Frey, isn't it Fry?
Yeah, Casey Fry.
Yeah, it was like he was listed, and I said, shut up.
But it was in like a movie with like
a movie.
Yeah.
Hold on, I'm on IMDb like a true bisexual.
Yeah. It was like 10 minutes into a TV show. Let me get on IMDb to see who. It's like, who directed this? Or where was this shot? Where was this filmed?
Wait, what is this?
Huh.
Apparently... Wait, what? There's The Real Bros of Simi Valley. Apparently that was...
Yeah, he was in that. Real Bros of Simi Valley?
I didn't know. Nick Coletti...
Dude, that's... Yes, you don't know about that? That's where that clip...
No.
Have you seen that clip with the baby? And he's like... It's like,
that's
my bros.
Bros?
Yes, that's The Real Bros. I swore I told you about this because I spent like an entire night just like rewatching all the episodes.
Wait, what's that on?
I think it's on like Facebook, like the Facebook shows or whatever. It's so funny.
Is that free?
Yeah. But I mean, I think they upload it on there, but I watch it off YouTube. Like you can find the YouTube videos and stuff. It's so funny.
I literally cannot find. Maybe it's this. I think it's this.
You literally
it's called Mainstream. It's called Mainstream. I think that's what it is. Yeah. Because Andrew Garfield's in it.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Oh, and Maya Hawke, who I didn't know was Uma Thurman's daughter.
Yes. I knew that.
Her last name wasn't Thurman. But I looked it up and I was like, oh, that's how you got
so where did
Stranger
Hawke
Things.
come from?
Her dad.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I forgot about men for a second.
Irrelevant. We only have the babies and the shibbies. Nat Wolf's in it.
God, Nat Wolf is hot.
Interesting.
I think Nat Wolf is hot.
Wait, Jason Schwartzman.
Who's that?
You know him. You know
him. Okay, who's the guy that's like Jason Segel? Is that his name?
Yeah.
But not him.
Huh?
Who's also in what was that show that they were all in?
Freaks and Geeks?
Yeah, it was.
Oh, you mean not Jonah Hill.
No, not Jonah Hill. Although he's hot too.
Not James Franco. It's the last one.
It's the last one.
Fuck.
Although Freaks and Geeks is one of my fall shows that I go back and I have several fall shows I go. It's Gilmore Girls, Freaks and Geeks. I rewatch all the Harry Potter movies and Criminal Minds.
Seth Rogen.
Oh, so hot.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree. However, I didn't forget how you only matched $50 with the bail fund like all your
wait, I saw that.
Seth Rogen, I know you're worth more than that. I won't forgive. Maybe one day I'll meet you in person. I'll be like, $50.
I like, oh my god, it's so great to meet you. Although, you only donated $50
to the bail fund. That's all you matched, huh?
Yeah.
Same to you, Sarah Silverstein. Stone?
I don't know. I don't fucking know.
I think about, you know those movies where it's like that really important person, but they're like too important to know people's names, so their assistant keeps telling them who everybody is at the party?
Yeah.
That's what I'll need if I ever go to some function with celebrities.
Okay, it's like all females, I know. Men, you all look the same to me. White men, white men.
Oh my gosh, that's why I can't watch Peaky Blinders. Who is who?
Okay. Who? Agreed, but that show is so good.
I can't do it.
What is Peaky Blinders, mate?
That main guy's hot as
dude, he's so...
I can tell him apart.
Oh, what's his name? Oh, he's so hot.
Yeah.
Listen, I remember, I have a distinct memory. Yeah. I have a distinct memory of being in the middle of watching a Peaky Blinders episode when all that shit about Azalea Banks doing, like, witchcraft came out and, like, the chicken in the closet and all that stuff. Yeah. It's, like, literally seared into my mind. I was laying down.
Where were you when you found out?
I was laying in bed. I had my laptop in front of me like that, and I was on my phone because I have ADHD and I can't focus on one thing at once. Yeah. And so I was, like, scrolling through my phone, and it was, like, Twitter, breaking news, Azalea Banks is... practices witchcraft and, like, whatever.
Good for her.
I'm like, you know what? Good for her. She's demonized enough from the media, whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
But I just remember that so clearly, and I don't remember why.
No, it's funny. There's big moments like that. Like, I think everybody knows where they were when Michael Jackson died. Yeah. Without a doubt. Yeah. I can tell you the exact night in detail. Yeah. I know exactly what happened. There's, like... Actually, I don't know anybody else who you could really compare to that. Because some people say David Bowie, but, like, I don't really know where no offense to David Bowie, I thought he was great and everything, but, like, I don't really know where I was.
I remember where I was for David Bowie. I was on my way, when was this? It was, I think, not sophomore, junior year. I was on my way to some banquet for the club that I was in, and my mom and I were listening to the radio, and we heard it.
Damn.
Yeah.
I remember Prince, though.
Yeah.
Because I had a teacher who was obsessed with Prince. Yeah. And, like, everybody was like, oh, shit, is she going to be okay? And, like, when we all came into class, she was, like, literally crying. And she was like, no, I'll be fine. And we were like, damn.
I remember for some reason, I mean, not for some reason, like, rightfully so, but my brother was so upset when Michael Jackson died. But, like, mind you,
he... upsetting, though.
Yeah, no, it was very upsetting, but it was just not funny, clearly not funny. But, like, I was probably, how old was I? I was, like, 12, so he would have been, like, 8.
Yeah. Oh, like, was he, like, crying?
Yeah, like, yeah, he was, like, really upset, and I'm like, I didn't even know you listened to Michael Jackson, like...
But, I mean, like, when you want to talk, I hate, like, I'll go on Instagram Explorer sometimes, because it's kind of ass at this point. Yeah. And somebody would be like, all those, like, celebrity, like, gossip pages, like, not even, like, eat or anything. Yeah. It's, like... It's,
like Sugar Pop.
Yeah, like, it's super, like, that one person who has Dua Lipa as their profile picture and all that, you know what I'm talking about? Yeah, they always pop up for me, and they'll be like, remember that iconic moment? I'm like, this shit is not iconic. I don't remember this happening. I didn't even know this happened. Iconic is Michael Jackson. Yeah. That's iconic. Yeah. You know, like,
I would argue,
8-year-old brother's, like,
I would argue that there has not been a true icon since Michael Jackson.
I 100% agree.
Like, there's just no one of this time. Yeah. That should be considered an icon like that.
Yeah. We're, like, everybody. Like, it was a collective thing. Like, I know that night, every American household had on the TV where they were playing, like, montages and montages of his music video, talking about his life. Like, that was an icon. Yeah. And I know...
To have that kind of impact, yeah.
I mean, there's still people, like, who pass away and it's still upsetting. Like, Chadwick Boseman, that is so sad. Yeah. Just, like, I mean, that, the other day when our friend told us, I thought she was joking. We had a friend
I said, who? As in, I know you're not talking about the Chadwick Boseman.
Yeah, like, no fucking way. He did not just die. Are you kidding me? And, like, I was like, I mean, like, yeah, he's in his 40s, but his 40s was still young. Like, I was like, he's too fucking young to just... What do you mean? Like, he died? Are you serious? It wasn't some freak accident? Like, that was crazy. Yeah. I mean, I guess you could say, like...
I will, Kobe.
Yeah, I was about to say that, too. Yeah, that was crazy, too.
Yeah,
that was,
like, I will say, he, like, talking, like, icons, he was an icon.
Facts, yeah, actually, yeah. True.
So, okay, so I'll say Kobe was an icon.
Yeah. Because even that, too, I was at work and nobody was in it.
And, like, I'm not even, like, I don't watch basketball. I don't know anything about that. But but again, it's one of those things where it's, like, outside of this, like, your selected genre of people that, like, are your fans, if you have such an impact like that, that's an icon.
Yeah, because, like, I was at work and our friend came
also
out of the bathroom.
in the way that he passed away.
That was crazy.
We were like, the fuck?
Insane. Because our friend came out, she told me, and I said, you're joking. Yeah. No way. Kobe?
Yeah.
Like, and that's the way I felt. I literally got chills when she told me. When our friend told me about Chadwick Boseman, I got chills too. I was like, no. Yeah. Crazy. Yeah. Crazy, sad, fucked up, too soon. Mm-hmm.
It really does make you think, like, I don't know, I think about alternate timelines a lot, and it just makes you think, like, what would things be like if, say, they hadn't passed away, or like just stuff like that. I don't know. Yeah. There's no real point to that, but like,
I do want to say the last thing with Chadwick. I said, like, I knew him, Chadwick Boseman. I think that's more respectful. But to every person who ever made fun of his weight, fuck you. You should never say anything about somebody's weight. That's fucked up. And also, I just think, I mean, it is crazy that he did everything he did with having, like, stage 4 cancer. That's insane. Yeah. But also, like, there are people with disabilities who you can't always see them who do this every day. So, I don't know. I guess just, like, think about that stuff.
Well, and also I saw... sorry, not to interrupt. But I was just going to say, I mean, a lot of people just saying, like, don't romanticize, don't glorify, like, being able to work with a disability. Like, don't...
It's very ableist.
Yeah, don't be like, wow, they did such a good job for someone who, you know, works with a disability. Like, don't do that. Like, every day, like, is like a fight, you know? Yeah. Like, just put some respect on it, you know? Yeah. It's not like don't glorify it. Understand how hard of a decision I'm sure it was for him to be like, do I want to continue doing the things that I love? Yeah. And accept that this is something that's might happen, or do I want to, like, step aside, you know?
Also take into account if the world knew that he had cancer, he would not have gotten the gigs that he had gotten.
No.
So, think about that.
Yeah.
So, it is crazy. I think that's the craziest part about it is, like, nobody fucking knew.
Yeah.
And honestly, not to bring in the Kardashians, I feel like this is a horrible comparison, but that was, like, how nobody knew Kylie was really pregnant. Like, that was, like, you talk about shit that's locked tight in a world where, like,
everything's public.
Exactly. TMZ, fucking no shit. They know you're dead before your family knows you're dead, you know? Like, and that's fucked up, right?
That's,
so, like,
oh, God, that's so
crazy.
fucked up.
But I'm glad that he was able to keep that private. Like, him and his family wanted it to.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, he was definitely an icon, a talented actor, and it's very sad.
Yeah.
So I hate to transition to relevant people I've never even heard of.
Until literally today.
Because, of course, you hear about problematic people and then they get press and, you know what they say about press. Yeah, this will be our last topic. We won't spend too long. We're at an hour.
Yeah, no, I mean, and there's really not much to say about it other than just...
Yeah, what's her name again?
What is her name?
Charly.
Oh,
Because she spells it with a Y, not
yeah,
an
it's
I-E.
like Charly.
Hold on, I think I just looked her up. You heard about this?
Not our queen, Charli D'Amelio.
No.
Oh my God, I love
not the
Charli.
queen, Charli D'Amelio.
Yeah.
Actually, fun fact while you're looking that up.
Yeah.
Okay, so the other day I was at Dunkin' Donuts, as I am, you know?
Oh, yeah, her Dunkin'.
I tried her Dunkin' because I was like, I'm going to switch things up a little bit. It's so good. It's so good.
I want to try it.
Yeah, it's like cold brew with like whole milk and caramel swirl. Oh my God, it's so good. Like, dare I say better than the lattes.
Okay.
Yeah. I felt so silly being like, hi, can I have a the Charlie? And they're like, what size? And I was like, medium.
Okay, wait, I want to try it.
Yeah, it's so good. I was gonna text you about it, but
that
I
girl's
forgot.
been giving them free publicity. Like,
Yeah.
you know what? I'm glad she's getting paid for it. I
Yeah.
think she is such a... Oh, okay, funny thing. I need to tell you about this. So one of my bosses, my boss at the salon, she was, like, going through Instagram. I know she likes celebrity drama.
Yeah.
And she was like, man, Instagram's so boring right now. I was like, okay, look. You want to be interested? Start learning about the TikTok drama. I was like, you might feel like you're in high school, but learn about the TikTok drama.
If you want some cheap drama, that's it.
I had her, she was like going through it, like she went through
Yeah.
Charlie's page. I was like, no, she's great.
No, she's great.
Go to her friends' pages.
Yeah.
And like my boss was like, I've never even heard of Madison Beer. Who is she?
And
Why
see,
is she relevant? Why does she have so many followers?
The thing is, it doesn't matter.
No.
It doesn't matter. I don't even know who half these people are. And
No.
I won't know them past, like, being like, so-and-so slept with whoever. It doesn't matter.
Right?
It's the drama.
I was even, and she was even on she told me her train of thought. She said she started with Bella Hadid's. She
Okay.
called her Hadid, and I was like,
Hadid.
it's Hadid.
Oh, did you see the baby?
The baby's born?
The baby was born.
Shut up.
It's a cute baby,
I
I'll
know,
say
it's
it.
beautiful.
It's cute.
Look, I don't really like celebrities. And I
You
don't
said,
really
let
like
me
models,
check right now.
But, you know, the Hadids, I might give them a pass.
I might give the
I might give
Hadids a
them a
pass. And then Zayn still has my my allegiance from my One Direction days.
Look, Bella Hadid's grown on me. I've
Yeah.
roasted her a good bit, but you know what?
Yeah.
She's not. I do like that. A lot of celebrities are very performative, but she sticks with her shit.
Yeah.
She really is like, hey, fuck the police, and she's constantly talking about it and doing shit about it. And, I mean, come on. I know they're Palestinian, and they're pro-Palestine.
Yeah.
And, I love that.
Yeah.
Welcome to our channel. We are pro-Palestine.
Free Palestine.
Yeah, so...
What's her name?
Charly? Oh, yeah, Charly Jordan.
Charly Jordan. I was like Jones, Jackson.
Yeah, it's
okay,
Jordan.
God damn it. Okay, so I saw this earlier today, and that was the one that showed
She lives in Tana Mojo's house.
Yeah, so I guess her and Tana Mojo are roommates or whatever. And I spent a good bit earlier today reading about this. And apparently, so she traveled to Rwanda for, I guess, some charity work. Oh, sorry.
For the silverback gorillas.
Okay, yeah.
And the girl that she was with, Kinsey, already got flamed on the No White Saviors Instagram, who you should follow. They're a great account. Before, like, every white person should follow them because...
Be woke. But, okay. Backtrack real quick, though.
Yes.
I guess a couple months ago, she got tested positive for corona.
Yes. And some doctor lied to her and said she won't get it again.
I feel like maybe there was never a doctor that said that. That's just my own speculation, but, like, any actual doctor that she would have gone to would have said that. So maybe she was just, like, talking with her friends or whatever. Yeah. And this is just speculation. I feel like no doctor would say that. Because there's no proof that shows that once you have corona, you can't get it again. Yeah. It's just, everything's so unknown.
I just can't believe a doctor would tell someone.
No, I don't believe that either.
Or they would say your chances are low.
They might have said your chances are low, as in, but, like, that for me would be, like, as in, you've already had it, you know the risk, so maybe you'll be smarter about not going out.
Yeah.
So there's that.
She does live in LA. Okay. And Tana Mojo's house.
Yeah. So she tested positive for coronavirus a couple months ago. She got over it. She's fine. Whatever. She and her group of friends. So cringe. I guess traveled to Rwanda for some charity work for the silverback gorillas.
Also, I love how she said Rwanda, Africa.
Yeah. That's not...
Like, ma'am, how about...
It's like saying Georgia, North America. Okay. You dumb bitch.
Yeah. Or we said United States America.
Yeah.
Or North America. I know, she didn't even say what city in Rwanda she was in.
No, she said Rwanda.
That's what you say. You say the city.
Yeah.
And then the country that you're in.
Yeah. It doesn't...
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know.
You don't say Rwanda, Africa. Who the fuck says that?
No one. Dumb bitches. So, okay. So
I'm from Brazil, Latin America.
Yeah. No, that's exactly what it is. Yes, that's exactly what it is. Okay, so she went there. I think she said that her and her friends got tested before they went, and they were negative. Once they got there, they got tested again, and she tested positive, and all of her other friends tested negative. And so she was like, and the government came and they took me from my room and they put me in isolation and all this shit.
And she's making a huge deal about it. And I'm like, yeah, because you're from another country, the highest rated country in the world.
Yeah.
You just tested positive. Of course they're going to put your ass in isolation. Of course.
Sorry you're maybe not used to countries taking it as seriously as it is.
Yeah.
As in America not doing shit about it. But in the rest of the world, they're going to take care of it, you know?
Yeah, and I've seen so many articles that's like, scientists are puzzled how Africa hasn't even been hit by coronavirus.
Which I saw stuff like that. They're like, so you guys really can't fathom that we're able to govern ourselves?
Yeah, and handle this shit.
Well, it's because the image of Africa that the media portrays is like...
Oh, and that she actually still implemented this Charly person.
She did, yes. Yes, exactly. So, the image that, they portray of, African countries is, we're in shacks and, we're still, third world and we're developing, blah, blah, blah. When in reality, there's fucking cities there.
Yes.
There's streets,
Do you remember what Trump... Remember how he said something about how, people in Africa, live in,
Yes.
You remember that?
Yes.
It was they only live in tents or... He said something,
I'm like, are you fucking
totally
dumb?
Fucked up. And then I remember on Twitter, there was, a ton... Because I think he was, targeting Nigeria specifically, and there was a ton of Nigerians on Twitter being like, oh, yeah, this is the hut that I live in. It's, this huge-ass mansion.
Yeah, are you
what
that...
the fuck do you mean?
Are you that ignorant to, think that?
Yeah.
I don't get it. So anyway, she's posting all these Tik Toks from wherever, I guess a day ago from I guess wherever she's staying in probably a hotel room or something.
Yeah.
And she's just and they don't speak English, and which I'm like, girl,
shut up.
She's like I can't we can't communicate with each other.
Yeah.
And she even posted pictures, I guess, with the guy who drops off her food, and she's like, even though we can't communicate, he's still my favorite. Okay, so basically she's just just basically perpetuating the image of Africa as a third world nation.
Also,
which also, talking about Africa as a whole, bitch, that's a fucking continent.
Yes. And people do that all the time.
It's not are you dumb? It's not one country. Africa is not a country.
Yes.
It's the
Say
continent.
what country you're in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and that's something people talk about all the time. Stop referring to, a country in Africa as the continent.
Yeah.
If you're going to Nigeria, say, I'm going to Nigeria.
Yeah.
Why are you saying
because that's the equivalent
different?
of being I'm going to Germany, I'm going to France, I'm going to that's the country. So anyway, so she was saying all that shit.
And people are in her comments being like, what do you mean they don't speak English? Are you, people in Rwanda speaking? And plus English is a lingua franca. That means like, I think French too, like, around the world, those are the 2 most common languages that people speak. So to go somewhere and just, like, well, also
assuming that the government is being the one that's, like, isolating her and, like, doing all this shit.
Yeah.
Of course they're going to speak English.
Yeah,
like,
and if you're in a major city, they most likely, someone there or a lot of people there speak English. Yeah. Like, that's, it's
also, I would like to point out, if for some reason, like, whatever specific person that she was in contact with did not speak English, that's not their fault.
No.
You are in their country.
Yes.
They will speak their language.
Also, how are you going to go to another country and not at least learn the basic terms?
Yeah.
Like, why would you not, like, also, try and learn how to at least say thank you?
Also, like, why would you not be like, okay, well, this person I'm in contact with doesn't speak English. You clearly have internet access if you're posting TikToks.
Yeah.
Google
Translate.
Like,
Duolingo's a thing.
Yeah.
That will come for you.
It's just so fucking dumb. Anyway, so she's going on about that. What happened next?
So she's basically, like, freaking the fuck out in her, like, little room.
Yeah.
Which, like, okay, if she was freaking out that much, tells me she actually wasn't quarantining this whole time.
Yeah.
Because, like,
this is, like, one day.
One day, she's, like, losing her shit in this little room. Like, dude, everybody already went through that at the beginning of quarantine. So if you have to get restricted like that again...
Clearly you weren't.
You're just
that.
Like, yeah,
Which is maybe why you tested positive a couple months ago.
First place.
So. Yeah,
and then she was, like, talking about how she was, like, basically going through withdrawal because she didn't have any sort of type of, like, weed.
Because apparently she smoked. She said that she's like, I've smoked every day for the past 3.5 years for my anxiety and blah, 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 and now I don't have it. I'm basically in depression. And I'm basically going cold turkey, and I'm suffering withdrawals, and I'm having nightmares, and blah, blah. I'm like,
Lord.
So let's unpack what that means.
I mean, my, like, personal opinion is, weed's, like, fun and shit, and, like, if you're going through, like, what is it, like, a chronic illness?
Yeah.
Like, weed is helpful for that. It's fun recreationally. It's not an antidepressant, in my personal opinion. I've had plenty of people I've had to cut off because they treat it like that.
It's really not, because, I mean, if you want to look, like, scientifically at it, weed and, like marijuana and stuff, that's, like, technically, like, a downer. Like, that's gonna relax you. That's gonna chill you out. And if you're depressed, that's not what you need.
Yeah, I literally, like, and so I don't understand sometimes when people say that, because when I'm in a really bad headspace, or I'm, like, I don't know, feeling depressed, I can't smoke because it just makes me feel worse.
It'll, like, I guess maybe distract you.
Yeah.
But, like, it doesn't help with it, you know?
Yeah, and I feel like if
I get anxiety. Like, sure, like, yeah. Okay,
yeah.
But.
Yeah, I just feel like, I don't know. I'm assuming she's making enough money that she could actually go to a psychiatrist. And if she has anxiety and depression, like, I mean, not to say that she doesn't. I don't want to invalidate her mental illness. But I feel like she might have the money to go to a psychiatrist and get something that could actually help more than weed, in my personal opinion.
Which also, if you're, I mean, and you can talk to your doctor and be like, I don't know, like, hey, like, would smoking help? Or, like, would medical marijuana help?
Yeah.
Like, is this something?
Yeah, like, she lives in LA, so it's not like you can't get a recreational card. Like, it's LA.
Yeah, like, you can, like, legit talk to your doctor about this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So, anyway, so there's...
Come on, we're in Atlanta, you gotta
be a little subtle about it. Like, so, yeah, she's posting about all this shit.
Ugh.
And then I guess it came back... Oh, and then she was saying how... She's like, well, because it's still a developing country, it's taking much longer than usual to get my test results back.
I thought we were done saying that language. Third world developing. I thought, like, we nixed that.
Yeah. Like, okay.
Because those are Western standards.
It's like, okay, like, that's not, like, America and, like, Europe is not the standard. Like, it should not be the standard.
No.
Therefore, there's no, like, I hate the term developing, because it's like, to what? To better? You're assuming that they're not happy where they are now?
Oh,
like,
to capitalism and white supremacy? Is that the standard?
Yes.
Yeah, that's
interesting.
Cool.
Anyway, so, and she straight up said that, and like, her thing, she's like, it's a developing...
It, like, popped up as, like, it was a text, and I paused it, I was like, dude, what? Did you see this?
Yes. And so she's saying all that shit. And so then I guess her test results came back within less than 5 days.
That's what people in the comments were saying. They were like, I thought it was going to take a while.
Like, literally, all this happened in, like, a day. I think she's wearing the same outfit.
So dramatic!
Yeah.
We had a pause.
Yeah, what was I saying?
What were we ranting about?
So anyways, so she got her test results back, and it's all just, like, it's like a day she's literally wearing the same outfit in all the videos.
Yeah.
But apparently came back that she tested a false positive, so she didn't actually have corona. And so then they released her. And I'm like...
She's like, I can't wait to leave. I can't wait to go home.
I'm like, okay, then bitch, you shouldn't have gone in the first place.
Yeah, you shouldn't be traveling during... And she tried to make this, like, apology video, and I guess, like, she did get called out on No White Saviors, but then they deleted it. They were like, oh, well,
they apologized.
Which, like, I don't know. We didn't see any of that happen.
Yeah, I didn't see the original post.
So no comment on that.
Yeah.
But her apology video just felt like she didn't want any slack.
Yeah.
You know, and, like... I just feel like it's not fair. You shouldn't be traveling right now, especially because you're coming from the country with the highest rates in the whole world.
Yeah.
The rest of the world got their shit figured out. Like, it's just really fucked up to see celebrities like Kylie Jenner, Kourtney Kardashian, like, out here traveling because they can, because they have private jets.
Yeah. Going
to other countries. And going to Italy, of all places.
But also, those private jets, like...
Yeah.
You're not taking account to the pilots that have to be exposed,
yes.
the stewardess that has to be exposed, the air traffickers, everyone that goes into, like...
Yeah.
So it's like, sure, you have a private jet, but it takes a whole fucking team of people to, like, to get you there and back.
And you're putting them at risk.
Yeah.
And I know I talked about this in the past episode, too. Like, that's not fair.
Yeah.
Because, like, these people need the money, but then you're not taking the precautions.
Yeah.
Like, same thing with this girl, Charly or whatever.
Yeah.
I keep thinking of a dog. She's a golden retriever to me. Irrelevant.
Oh, absolutely.
An idiot. No, I'm kidding. What was I saying? But yeah, like, it's just not, like, you say you're taking the precautions, but we saw photos of her not wearing a mask with people who were wearing masks.
Yeah, after all this was done, she took a picture with, I guess, whatever, like, healthcare professionals were helping out at wherever she was staying, and she was taking a picture with them, and they were wearing a mask, and she wasn't. So I'm like, okay, so you still don't give a shit.
Yeah, that's, like, every influencer, celebrity. Like,
yeah.
It's stupid.
Not even just that. That's the difference between the working class and upper class.
There we go. It's been said.
There you go.
So, yeah, I would like to see more celebrities get some reality checks. Not Robert Pattinson. God, that's not what we asked for. Like, at least he's like, oh, well, we like to pretend he's a little bit smarter. But, like, come on.
Yeah.
Like, come on. Like, I don't know. I just, come on. I just
think I
think more than should. And, like, the fact that all these people cannot, like, I don't know, take a beat.
Yeah.
It's just, it's fucked up, and we're not even, the rest of the world's gonna go through a second wave. We're still being our first wave. Like, come winter, oh lord.
I'm hoping, though, that because it's cold outside, people will suddenly be like, quarantine, like, you know, stay inside, not wanting to go out.
Can it just be trendy or something?
Yeah.
Like,
some e-news or something, make this a trend, I don't know.
Yeah, maybe a hashtag and people will get behind it. I don't know, it's just so dumb. Or like, Lily Reinhart saying it feels like she's in prison. Like, I know she, like, went through a rough breakup or whatever, but she really pushes the I came from nothing card. Okay, well then realize what a privileged position you are in to have not only a movie come out that you're banking off of, but that you're rich enough to just stay home in quarantine. Unlike us who have to go out and make money.
Also saying that clearly you're insinuating that being in prison is in livable conditions. So you're acknowledging that prison is not humane conditions. Let's talk about that.
Oh shit. Next episode. Anyways, again, you guys should follow No White Saviors. Some of the stuff we were touching on, they really hit that home. That is, look, if you want to get your, I don't know what I'm trying to say. Just like fucking follow it.
It's a great thing to check out. I'll link it below.
Yeah. It'll be below. You definitely should. Just like more ways to just like educate yourself.
Yeah. Because you know what? It's quarantine. What else do you have to do besides educate yourself?
Literally, and the Black Lives Matter movement is not over. It's still happening.
Period.
Little Blackout Tuesday didn't do shit.
Y'all thought you could get away with that?
Nope. Trend. Nope. Anyways, thanks for checking us out.
Yeah.
My Instagram is cult.francis. My Twitter is cultfrancis.
My Instagram is stevie.kicks. My Instagram is steviekick.
And if you want to follow my sister on Instagram, it is butta_8tbs.
8tbs.
Tablespoons, bitches. Tablespoons. Clearly I don't cook. Alright, anyways. Check you guys next week.
Alrighty, bye.
Bye.